Welcome to the Brady Bunch of Autism, your source for family, parenting, and all things autism and special needs. Created by our family for your family. Live from the Ed Asner Family Center. And now your hosts, Nava and Matt Asner.
Hey! Welcome to the show.
Welcome back, everyone. It's so
the Brady Bunch of Autism.
Yeah,
Here
but
we are.
I mean, in person. Before, it just was weird. We wonderful Milo put the "we're back," but yeah. I didn't really feel like we were back.
We're back
until
in
we
black.
Were together and in studio.
Back in black.
Well, you're in black.
Yeah.
I'm in my signature orange.
You're back in orange.
But I was thinking I would have a new look for next year.
Really? What's the new look?
I don't know. I wear my signature orange because safety orange is my favorite color.
Oh, I thought you meant like a new look,
like shave my head.
Really?
I'm thinking about it. I always wanted the nerve to do that, but
like what was that woman?
Perseus Kambata.
Oh, thank you.
I love
That's exactly right. One geek to another. For those that don't know, she was
one geek. One geek.
She was the bald woman in Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
Yeah, beautiful.
Or some people call it Star Trek: The Mistake.
And I think she was in Nighthawks too, one of my favorite movies.
Nighthawks. Okay.
With Rutger Hauer.
So here we are. We're in the first full week of October. We've got an amazing auction that's going on
for Inktober.
Yeah. With Heritage Auction House, and basically every wonderful comic artist under the sun has donated comic art to our auction, and you can bid on it at Heritage. And that's ha.com. Just look up Ed Asner Family Center, or we're actually called Inktober at the Ed Asner Family Center. And there's some amazing art in there.
Really amazing. I was actually excited to bid on a few things, and overnight it went from like $50 to $1,000. So I was like, too rich for me.
Well, there's some stuff that's up like in the thousands, but there's other stuff that's like still got like $1 bids. So, yeah. We've got another 16 days on this auction, and I say go bid. The money goes to a good cause. Money goes to our programs and our scholarship fund, and and we're in need of that right now. So that's where we are. Inktober.
We've
got a big announcement in the next couple of weeks. I'm not going to say anything about it now, but it has to do with our December event and our gala. So big announcement coming up in a couple of weeks.
Exciting.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, some people wrote.
Don't allude to it though. It's if you keep it the mystery there, people will be really excited.
Hello, Dan Dickinson.
Oh, yay!
Good day,
Hi, Dan.
Sir. So we got a good show. It's an interesting show, I think. A little biased. So
yeah.
Are you.
Definitely some of our favorite people in the world.
It's Mental Health Awareness Month.
World Mental
Health Awareness Month, and. There's no other time, I think, that I've been living that mental health awareness is as important as it is now. I mean, I think we've all been through so much in the past 2 years.
Definitely.
And certainly personally, too. Personally, and, the world has been through so much in the last 2 years that mental health awareness is extremely important.
And I think that it's becoming less of a stigma to talk about it. Mm-hmm. And even with some famous people coming out and the Olympians talking about some of the reasons why they pulled back.
Even Ted Lasso's talking about it.
I was just going to say that. You took the words out of my head. We watched that amazing finale last night, and he really was just transparent with his audience, and everyone responded to that. And I know so many times we've talked on our shows about anxiety disorder and panic disorder. And our good friend Shannon came on and talked about that. And another thing we're doing in October, we're really excited about is because of World Mental Health Month, is we're doing our next Egg Talk is going to be specifically about, and the title of the Egg Talk is Making Your Mental Health Your Top Priority. And we're going to have our mental health director, Krista Saad, is going to join us, along with some amazing, amazing panelists who are going to talk really raw and just personal. And it's going to be an incredible, very emotional night. And that is on October 19th.
I'm a little nervous.
I'm a little nervous too.
Yes,
Because
October.
we're all going to get very raw and real and talk about things that are uncomfortable, but things that people can really respond to and relate to, as special needs parents who are going through, this incredibly uncertain time. And with all the other factors thrown in, you never know what you're going to get as a special needs parent from day to day.
So we were supposed to be in Hawaii right now.
Don't get me started.
Right.
Don't get me started. So Matt and I have planned 4 vacations in the last 3 years. Right before COVID, we started thinking about it, and we've canceled all 4 vacations.
Yes, we have.
We had good reasons to cancel each time, but this time I was like sure we were going to go.
Yeah.
And at the last minute, no.
But here we are.
So when it comes to self-care, do not listen to or do not follow our rule, because you really should make the time to re-energize yourself. Like we don't.
We take care of each other.
It's not the same thing as being in Hawaii, taking care of each other. But we're making up for it.
Yes.
Well, I'm going in January, whether you like it or not.
All right.
Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about our first segment, because our first segment is going to be, it's something very dear to my heart. My partner in crime and one of my bestest friends is our mental health director, Krista Saad. And she is going to take over for Chelsea. And the segment that we usually do, which is the entertainment corner, we're going to bring back mental health check-in with Krista. And that's going to start today. And it's going to be every Tuesday in our Brady Bunch of Autism show. And we're very excited because we all need that weekly check-in. And Krista is going to help us with that. So let's bring Krista on for the first mental health. Mental health. I need mental health check-in. So let's bring Krista on.
Hello, Krista.
Hey
Hi.
guys.
How are you?
What a beautiful introduction, Nava. That really just made my day. And you just boosted my serotonin and my dopamine. So the rest of my day will be actually very lovely.
Yay.
So, thank you so much for that. That is definitely one way to make somebody's day. We don't always need these big, grand gestures, and just telling someone that something nice or a compliment is really important. It's a small way to just add something nice to someone's day. Like the old saying, when someone's walking down the street and a stranger smiled at them and they just felt alive, they were seen, they felt connected. Those kind of things really help people throughout this crazy pandemic. You both said so much in your opening about World Mental Health Wellness Month. I recently did visit another country, and
you actually did practice what you preach, and you went and took some self-care.
Well,
you did not listen to us.
Absolutely. But the self-care, I mean, it was tough. There were so many obstacles, made it happen, and actually took some time out to sort of reset and reboot myself, which is very important to do from time to time. Sure, going on an airplane to some exotic location is fantastic, but there's small things that you can do, like a weekend getaway or going away to Palm Springs or the beach for just one night. If that's all you can do, one night away, pretend you're on vacation, even if you're doing a staycation, there's things you can do to really boost your morale. One of the things I wanted to talk about today was that some of the feedback I'm getting from clients is that they're really losing steam right now. They're feeling not very motivated and
lack of energy.
Really lack of energy. Yeah. And I think it has to do with the seasons changing as well. Although in California, we don't get much of a season change, but it's sort of the end of the year.
Yeah.
We've been really plugging away the best we can, keeping our head up, working really hard. Like you guys have just powered through. I mean, if I could use you both as an example over the last 7 months, you guys have powered through And it's exhausting to deal with so many life traumas that you both have dealt with this past year.
Well, I mean, it's been pretty hard. I'm not going to lie. And I know it has for Nava as well.
Definitely.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I think that we've hit our capacity and that's when God really ramps stuff up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think that in instances like this, where there's so much coming at you, the one thing you can do is add some layers of health.
Yeah.
Because when your body is attacked with so much stress day after day after day, if you can add some healthful kind of foundations to your life, so you don't wake up. I mean, I'm very proud to say I didn't stop boozing because I was an alcoholic. I stopped because it was giving me headaches. But I felt so much better that I just continued to do it. And I haven't, I've been 10 and a half months without a drop, and I feel so much better. But if I was at the level of stress that I'm at right now, and I was dealing with, a hangover, I can't even fathom that. So it's like, when you're under extreme amounts of stress, the levels of stress we're under, it's not normal stress. It's like 10 things flying at once. And
look, you guys couldn't stop, you had to keep on going, you really needed to keep moving forward. And so one of the things that I wanted to bring up today was how to talk to family and friends about getting some help, or when you really start noticing when someone's perhaps in a bit of a downward spiral or a spin. And, it's not always easy to bring it up to somebody else to say, you know what, I really think you can benefit from seeing someone. So here's some tips that can sort of help out if you see a family member. First of all, you kind of have to recognize, is this something that is different? Is it this person's always been like this, or do you notice a shift and a change in them? And sometimes there's an extra irritable mood that might show up, where the person's just feeling so worn down. They don't have any more patience. They fly off the handle very easily. Are
you describing me? Or did Matt tell you to say that?
No.
Oh,
but
sure.
It's a combination of lack of sleep. You're constantly burn and churning with your internal thoughts, and it really chews up your energy. So you're less patient with things, and you might just fly off the handle more. So at the smallest things.
That's my big problem. Not flying off the handle. I don't think
I was going to say.
But lack of sleep for me is.
Well, you really, never sleep. You never sleep.
No, I mean, I try to sleep, but I have a hard time sleeping. I really do. And that seems to be when I go to bed at night, that seems to be when I spin. That's when I kind of go, to town in my head.
Right.
And you mentioned like people are, the general feeling out there is that people have low energy, whatever.
Yes.
For me, I think I've seen a lot of people, and certainly I include myself in this. I think it's very difficult to get your equilibrium right now, and to find your equilibrium right now, to find your balance. I am having trouble kind of steadying myself and being sure of myself like I usually am. And so,
but I think that is also part of the grieving process.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
a couple of months ahead of you. Yes. I mean, it's like our parents died basically on the same.
I'm only a month out.
But I'm saying that what you're dealing with right now is an unusual situation. It's not just stress. It's on top of the stress. It's incredible grieving, and the spinning is connected to that.
It's incredible. Yeah. It's an incredible loss. And what happens with the spinning is you're not always conscious of it, but something just doesn't feel right. Something's missing. And, you both have described the daily phone calls with your parents, the thoughts of, I wonder if they're okay. Are they feeling all right today? I need to check in on them. All of that is gone.
Yeah.
But the thoughts and your reaction, like, oh, you maybe used to wake up and call your parent, or at the end of the day, you'd call them just to check in, and that's gone. And so there's something missing, and it's a subconsciousness that is there something I need to be doing right
Yeah.
now? And so that's a part of the churn and the ruminating thoughts, perhaps, those kind of things. And it takes away your focus. And so sometimes you're not always thinking clearly. You're not always doing your tasks within a certain amount of time. You might get easily distracted.
Mhm.
So these are all features of somebody that really might be a signal of them really needing some extra support and maybe getting some mental health services or some type of therapy that they could really benefit from. And so when you feel like you're ready to approach somebody, how to approach them is really important. And how to get the message to them successfully so they don't feel ganged up on
Mhm.
and that they don't feel like they're
Pressured or-
pressure.
yeah.
Yeah. So there's some indicators, and Nava, you and I have talked about this in the past, that sometimes you notice things on people's social media.
Mhm.
It's not always the same or the normal stuff that they're posting, or they're really getting concerning when
Right.
they're posting some things that might be dark. So that's, an indicator as well. As like, it's unfortunate that we use people's social media to see what's happening in their lives, but it also can
That's
help
the
us.
current
It's the key.
state.
It's
Yeah.
the key in.
Yeah.
No, I have a question for you. So you're doing an amazing job here at the center.
Thank you.
And people, if you're in need and you're looking for a therapist, please call the Ed Asner Family Center.
Mhm.
Call Krissa, and she'll give you the info. And I think I have her
And on
number.
that note, I just have to say thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of the team and to be a part of this amazing journey that we've had
Yeah.
for the last
We've been
3-4
almost,
years.
it's almost been like, well, I want to say almost 10 years when we first started talking about the concept.
Mhm.
But it seems, you and I
But the
have been
bricks
doing
and
this
mortar-
for 5. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really
Yeah.
incredible in such a short amount of time
And-
what we have created.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I just have to say that the center, we started out with a different version of the mental health department, but I'm now supervising 5 clinicians and we are growing. Our team is just growing, and it is just amazing to continue to build on it so that we can bring in more people and see more people and provide more of the service that we set out to do. And so this is like phenomenal that we have had such an amazing team and support. So I'm sorry, Matt, for cutting you off.
No,
Go
it's
ahead.
okay. It was worthwhile. But I have a question for you. Why is it that we in life right now that mental health, that seeking mental health has such an onus to it?
Right.
Why do we have a situation where if you're having heart problems, or if you feel sick in any way, you go to the doctor. That's a natural thing you do. You go to a doctor to get well.
Yep.
You go to a doctor to find out what's going on. So why are we in a society right now that takes someone seeking mental health services and makes them feel bad about it? Where did we go wrong, and why is that happening?
I really feel like that was an older version of the mental health industry. And for a long time, people said, don't call it mental health. There's an uncomfortableness there. People would just call it counseling and to soften it up a little bit.
Well, we had discussions about that too. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the past, you had to be really screwed up if you wanted to seek out a consultation or support. Well, that's sort of gone by the wayside, and mental health is such a buzzword. When I was over in the UK, there were billboards everywhere that said, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling life isn't the way it should be, please seek out consultation. And then the phone number to get services in the UK was everywhere. And they were really normalizing it, that
Yeah.
it's very important to do this. And I remember, like Nava, you said celebrities are coming out talking about their therapy. We're really becoming more raw. And I think that the pandemic has really triggered a lot of that we
100%.
want support. That's why our phones are ringing off the hook.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
And
We have to-
that's the thing. I think that's, what the Ed Talks are really going to talk about this month is that, you might see somebody and see them as this strong, cheerful person outwardly, but you don't know what that person might be going through on a daily basis and their inner struggles. And I've talked about inner demons and stuff like that. And just that we can all be a little more sensitive and kind, and that mental health support does not necessarily mean somebody's severely mentally ill. It might just mean that they're a functioning person who is deeply, deeply suffering and struggling on a daily basis.
And even something small, such as, I feel very lazy. I don't feel motivated. I'm addicted to my phone, and I notice that 2 hours of my day are going by. And so then all of a sudden that alerts somebody to, something's not right here. I'm not feeling myself. I'm not optimal. I'm not operating at like my peak performance. And I call it like a reboot. I really love this reset and reboot. You know, it was actually a line in a U2 song, reset and reboot yourself. And it was just like, wow, that made sense to me, you know? And so vacation can do that. Yeah. Seeing loved ones, hugging your children, you know, there's little things you can do throughout the day or the week that can sort of pick you up.
Going for a walk on the beach.
There you go.
Yeah.
Which I do all the time.
Yeah.
We during the pandemic, we got a dog.
Yeah.
And
joy.
She's been very, very say, uplifting to our lives.
No, I've got to say, it's being able to kind of, be with her and take care of her and have fun with her and watch her goof off. And there's some wonderful release that I get.
It's oxytocin.
Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
So
that's definitely
pets
your therapy.
Absolutely.
She's my therapy dog.
Yes. I mean, pets evoke. When you look at a picture of your pet and you go, oh, and you make that little sound, oh, look at my little baby, and you're like, you're secreting your oxytocin and your connection and bonding chemicals, neurochemicals that are coming out in your brain. And it feels very happy and very comforting that you have this little creature in your life.
Yeah. People
do it with goldfish. They do it with their cats, maybe their plants. If you're a gardener, oh, there's my plants. You talk to the plants, that's absolutely just so beautiful. And I know Panda, she is just gorgeous and a bundle of joy. So you're secreting your neurochemicals that make you feel better.
You're secreting that.
I'm secreting.
You're secreting.
So we have a couple minutes left.
Okay, I'll stop.
So Ed Talks. We have Ed Talks coming up this Tuesday, the 19th. And I'd like to, everyone to join us because the topic is mental health. And as Nava said earlier, we're gonna have some very raw discussion about mental health and and we can talk about the
I was just going to say, if you have questions that you'd like to pose to our panel, anything about your mental health or questions you might have on mental health issues, you don't have to be a special needs parent. Right. You can be an individual. You can be a sibling. Let us know. Reach out to Milo at teafc.org and just give us your thoughts and ask questions. And your questions will probably be asked on Tuesday at Ed Talks.
So, and let's do ourselves a favor here. Let's create a better world.
Absolutely.
Let's make a safe place where we can talk about mental health, where employers can work with employees on and the same way we work with employees on physical health. Let's create that world, and we all need to get together and do that. We all need to be together on that.
Absolutely. And just on this note too, is that when you start to share your story and you show the vulnerability in yourself, that you have the courage to do that, that's really connecting for somebody else. And I know Nava's been wonderful. I mean, this is what we bond on. We're very open with each other and very, I remember your openness 10 years ago. Both of you are very open individuals. And so that's very connecting and loving. And it feels like comforting to know that, we're not in a place of like, oh, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Right. We share with each other. And I think that's really lovely and connecting. And another way to approach and help somebody else is through your kindness and sharing about your own stories of difficulty and also success, because people have to realize you're not going to get stuck here. It's just maybe, let's see, what was the saying? When a door closes, another one opens. It's just the hallways that are a bitch.
I've never heard that saying.
Can I say that?
No, that's a good one. I
Can I
like
say
that.
that on
That's
there?
good.
Can I say that
Bitch.
word?
Yeah.
It's just the hallways that, you're not going to get stuck in the hallway. You just got to keep going. So
On that note,
just exactly. So, Krista, thank you. That's Ed
I'll
Talks
be here
on
next Tuesday.
yeah.
October 19th, 5 o'clock on the Ed Asner Family Center Facebook and YouTube and on my Twitter.
Yep.
Join us and we'll take you through it.
And you'll see Krista every week on the Brady Bunch of Autism with her mental health check-in.
Yep.
Next week, we're going to be doing Ed Talks. So Krista will be joining us for the Ed Talks as well.
All right, spread a little sunshine, everyone.
So we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna show a video on the center on what we've been doing kind of during the pandemic and what's going on. So we're gonna do that, and when we come back, we're gonna have
some fun times.
with Avivah.
Times.
And I don't know, she's got something like that she's
Something
like
planned.
got planned.
Yeah.
So it should be interesting. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
The last 8 months have been incredibly difficult for everyone, and to have a small business, a nonprofit that depends on the interaction and the physicality of being around people.
Yeah.
It's a huge wall that all of a sudden appeared.
For the kids that are really used to having this social interaction, they're really struggling in the COVID kind of lockdown.
We very quickly adapted, and we created online. Oh God.
No.
The last 8 months have been incredibly difficult for everyone, and to have a small business, a nonprofit that depends on the interaction and the physicality of being around people.
Yeah.
It's a huge wall that all of a sudden appeared.
For the kids that are really used to having this social interaction, they're really struggling in the COVID kind of lockdown.
We very quickly adapted, and we created online content and virtual content that we decided at the very beginning that we wanted to make for free.
Chelsea Darnell, she runs Movie Chat. She started it at the very beginning of the pandemic, and it was a way for teens all over to connect with each other and talk about movies. I think it's super fun to have that type of outlet because it gives me a chance to connect with the outside world a little bit,
We have kids who are able to have something to look forward to every week and really have this social interaction online with their social club, and that's been really one of our most successful things during this time.
I think that what I see there is just a great place for people to get support and parents to get some breaks, or caretakers to get a little break.
Month after month, one of the things the parents were really seeing is some regression in kids, depression. The social in-person interaction can't be compared to. So we did make the decision to totally outfit the center with COVID compliant plexiglass. And that's one of the things that we fundraise for. I mean, to be able to have these classes for the kids, it's life-changing. We have waiting lists because they're so anxious to have this in-person experience. And we're one of the only essential facilities in the Valley that does in-person classes. People are alone sometimes in their house for weeks and months with their special needs child, and that is incredibly difficult. It's not just about coming in to the center, it's also about having somebody to call, because a lot of the things that I'm doing now during the COVID times is fielding calls from parents who just want to talk and just want to vent and just need somebody to talk to. So I think what we're doing is really just creating a secondary expanded family, so everyone's part of our family.
And we're back. Brady Bunch of Autism. This is Avivah.
Hi, everybody.
Avivah's
Everyone knows Avivah.
Director of art programs, right?
Yeah, I've missed being on the camera. We've taken a little break after summer camp.
Why does my head always look the biggest?
I'm like, it's depth perception. I'm like a
yeah,
little
but Matt
bit
has a
further
giant
back
head, and I look like my head is
I
like
look
as
like
big
a
as
pea
twice
head
your
right
I do
now.
have a big head. I have a long head.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's long.
We could talk about
Okay.
portraits. Another.
So Avivah is going to take us through like this kind of wonderful art project that you
Yeah.
have, and tell us what we're going to do.
Yes. So because like this is in honor of promoting our new class that's
Fun
coming up.
times with Avivah.
Yes.
Yay.
It's called Crafting Fun Times, and it happens on Thursdays. It's for all abilities. It's a hands-on, very accommodating class for all of our participants, and it's so much fun. Good time to like craft, listen to music,
Well,
And
socialize.
it's
I'll tell you something.
seasonal. You're gonna be doing whatever is
Yeah,
like
that's
the
the
fun
best part.
seasonal.
That's definitely the best
You
part.
have a wide spectrum of ability here because you've got ability plus here, and then absolutely no ability here.
as far as art goes.
artistic skill.
In terms of art.
Well, I think that's important for this video to show
I
that.
got to be honest.
that anybody
I've got
can do.
I've got a little art anxiety right now.
Well,
Aviva can teach
I'm
anybody. That's the whole
I have
point.
a tiny bit of art anxiety.
okay, listen. My class is one of my favorite classes because it's really for our new upcoming artists that are like new to practicing their skills, and also for like senior artists as well.
I'm the senior, I guess, in this equation.
Let's dive in.
The big-headed senior.
Yes, let's dive in.
Let's dive in.
So in honor of
my
our
glasses
class, we're going to be doing a little bit of a crafting project that I'm going to teach these two folks right here.
Alrighty.
We've got all of our materials ready to go. We are going to be making our own stickers. And so in honor of our spooky season, I actually have something for us to wear.
Oh no.
For our show. I've got some fun hats for you, Mom. This one's for you.
I have the biggest head, though.
That's
I'll never
okay.
be able to fit
Which
that.
ones do I get?
This one's for me.
Okay.
And
I know
that's
she picked this out
this
specifically
one's for
me.
Maddie.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
I look like Gary
Marie
Spivey.
Antoinette.
I look like Gary Spivey.
Okay, so now that we're all spooked
Psychic.
out, we can talk about what our I can't even look at you. Now that we are all spooked up, we are ready to do some crafting. It's fun to like fully get into character for these things.
Okay.
So we are going to be
I have long
making
hair.
our own stickers. You can see that I've made my own here. Let's see if we could get a close up so you can see how it's going to work out. I got my cup. Maybe one of you guys can. Oh, it's pretty sturdy. So we're going to be making them almost like laminated with an easy wax background to just peel off super easy.
Ooh.
Oh, how
Obviously,
exciting.
it's going to come off
Is it
on
like
pieces.
The monk,
'cause-
the scream.
Yeah, it's from the movie Scream.
Oh, I
So
thought
No,
you
it's
meant
not.
the
It's actually kind of a cross between
Edvard
the
Munch.
movie and Edward Monk.
yeah, I think that's
So-
what it's
Oh,
inspired
that's
off of.
neat.
So a super simple sticker. Obviously, it's not going to be as sturdy as your store-bought stickers,
But it's fun.
It's still fun, and it makes your own creative twist on all of your computers, mugs. But let's get started, okay?
Okay.
So we are going to be needing a few materials for this project. I've got some markers, some glue, pencil, scissors, but most importantly for this project, you're going to need some regular printer paper. You don't want it to be thick and fancy this time.
Oh.
Some wax paper
Mm-hmm.
and some, most people have packing tape, a clear tape, but luckily in the art room, we actually have some contact paper. So if you have packing tape, clear tape, that's really all you need, okay? So you're going to need 2 pieces of that. So I'm going to give them both one, and then come watch, and then you can rewatch us later on if you ever want to try this project later. All right. So you guys are going to start actually by thinking about what your picture is going to be. So your sticker should be able to fit into the size of tape that you have.
Oh.
Like right here.
Yeah, so you're going to draw your picture actually onto our printer paper first. You could just move these stickers to the side.
Does it matter what color I use?
It does not matter what color you
So
use.
should we put the thing underneath it to get
If you'd
this?
like to measure it, maybe just start small for now.
Then I'm going to use my favorite color,
Right.
which is purple.
Matt's bringing up a great point, though, asking if he can use his own colors, make his own design. But it's a great introduction to what we're really talking about for our class, because our class, like what we were talking about earlier, is really a chance for all of our participants to be creative in their own way. So every single project each Thursday is really going to be just really a baseline project that all of our participants can work off of, because every artist is different. They have their own style. So we're not all going to be painting sunflowers. We might have sunflowers as a inspiration, and then everyone will be making their own twist off of that.
How ornate do I need to be?
So yours is a little large. So we just want to make sure that it fits inside the
Do you have another
square.
piece of paper? I do it smaller.
I do have another piece of paper for you.
I am.
See, you were supposed to
I told
outline
you.
it first.
You know
I
what?
told you no.
That'll work.
Well,
No, it's
it'll
too-
just
it's
be
too
a
big.
little big. So how about, so we save some paper? You want to just make the same shape on the inside, or
Yeah.
flip it over
I'll flip
and
it
use
over.
the back? Yeah, we
So-
always encourage saving our paper
So-
here.
Aviv, what I love about this upcoming program that we're debuting, or we've already started it, but it's a drop-in class, so anybody can join us.
Exactly.
But it's really it's something that is available for all of our community. It's a fun hands-on class. Sometimes it's messy, but the kids have really been having a blast, because it's so creative. But it's also, again, kids want to get messy. They want to have hands-on. And I think that that's really what is fun about art, is that you don't have to follow the rules. You don't have to stay between the lines.
Exactly. I think every single class is definitely going to be sensory based in some way, whether it be squishy or playing with sand, making slime for our upcoming Halloween season. We're in it right now, but we want to make sure that we're accommodating all of our students. So for example, if we are making slime one week and my lovely brother Will is in that class, who isn't a big fan of glue or getting his hands sticky, we will accommodate that participant by making sure they have gloves, making sure that they have another tool that they could use to mix it, or having one of our co-teachers maybe help and assist them on that small part of the project that might be a little bit overstimulating for them. Yeah, I love your
No, I'm
Frankenstein.
very impressed.
And I love your pumpkin. You guys are doing a
I'm going to
great
tell you something. I
job.
take this very seriously.
I am happy to hear that you're taking it seriously. And I love that you guys are both being very mindful with your work and taking your time.
I just honestly wish that I had known that this show was going to be like showing the fact that I haven't had a manicure in 50
Oh my
years.
gosh, that's not what's important right now. What I am going to tell
More
you, Mom, is that
self-care.
your pumpkin might be a little bit.
Oh, no.
I mean, I just want to make sure that it all stays in, but it should be
No.
fine. No, you're fine. You're
See,
fine.
there we go.
So,
Uh,
Matt,
I'm not the only one that screwed up.
you'll catch up with us
Well, you
in a
can-
moment. Every artist
I'm very
takes
slow.
different times to finish their work. So, Mom, what you're going to do is you're going to cut out your pumpkin
And
or
I'll
your
try to make
square.
it a little bit smaller.
Yeah, try and scale it down slightly. Go take your time with your work. All right, you don't need to cut.
I'm like Eddie. Eddie's like done so fast.
well, because he's very confident. Everyone has their own level of confidence when it comes to making their pieces. My brother Edwin, he's a speed racer. He's very
Yeah.
confident with his.
He goes
Yeah.
fast with his art.
All right.
When you guys are doing your character drawing and you say, okay, Eddie, you're going to follow my lead. And he's like,
Oh, okay, yeah. Whenever we do character drawing with my brother Edwin, who's a participant of our Sunday painting classes, he actually is just a speed racer.
Yeah.
He knows exactly how he wants his picture to look. All right, Matt.
I'm
you
not
look-
done.
Okay, I will not rush you. What I'm going to have Mom do,
This is serious business here.
for all of you friends who were
I
wanting.
just realized that the
Yeah.
people that are watching this can't see actually what
Oh
I'm
my
doing.
gosh! Yeah, I just
Because
realized.
I'm using green.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That is
I'm
kind of
gonna-
beautiful
I'm gonna
in
actually
itself,
take
though. Look
the
at that
green
when we
screen
move
off,
when we move
so-
it around.
Wow. You really.
Look at
So
that.
we'll
That's
make it
kind
a
of
surprise.
incredible.
We'll make it a surprise. when-
Okay, yeah, we'll make it.
What
a
did I do with the?
Okay, So it is right here.
Oh, thank you.
So what you're
Just
going to
wanna-
do, Mom, is you are going to take your first piece of sticky paper and peel that off. Now, you friends at home who are wanting to try this try this project without, if you don't have contact paper, right now what you do is you'll take your tape that's clear like this, and you're going to lay it flat onto your wax paper.
Okay.
This way?
Yep.
What do I do?
Sticky side down. Perfect.
How's that Frankenstein?
That is a beautiful Frankenstein. What I
Thank you.
tell all of my students is it only matters if you like the work that you're making. So if you like your Frankenstein, that's all.
Yeah, I'm going to actually turn off the green screen so you can see.
So yeah, you can, okay. So Mom is having the right idea. So she
There.
has put down her first piece of tape, sticky side down onto the wax. So Matt, I am going to cut out your Frankenstein for you so you can catch up with.
Okay.
So you're gonna peel off your piece.
All right.
So
Should I-
don't cut anything quite yet.
Okay.
Off.
Let's
Yeah.
wait for Matt. So we're all in the same kind
Yeah, we
of.
have to wait for
I
Matt.
peeled it off
Step.
very fast.
Okay, you did a
Now
great
put
job.
it in the middle of the.
Yeah, you're gonna
Put it in the
lay it.
middle of the.
Yep,
Sticky
lay it
side
onto
down?
the wax.
Mhm.
Sticky side down.
Sticky side down, and you're gonna really rub that down. You want to
I
make
made
sure it's
mine
super
God.
has a
secure.
lot of wrinkles.
Oh, Jesus.
No, you guys are doing great. Don't
I
worry.
creased it.
No, because this is
Mine
the part
too.
that doesn't really matter. If you have bubbles, this is just the back part of the
Okay.
sticker. So that this
Oh,
this
boy.
part
Look
is
at mine.
It looks great.
I went and did it again.
No, be confident about your work. You guys are doing great.
All right.
So now we've got Maddie's Frankenstein cut out. You're gonna lay it on top of that shiny side.
Okay.
Move our extra materials out of our way. And the easiest way to do this without getting any bubbles is making sure that your wax is on your paper, and you guys are gonna do the same step over again.
I'm
Where's
putting
your second piece?
right here.
Oh, okay. You got your second. So now you're going to get another piece of tape and you're going to peel it off.
Okay. All right.
And now what you're going to do
Good.
is very carefully,
Wait a minute.
almost like you're putting a screen protector on your phone, you're going to
Uh-oh.
be laying it down on top of your character, your sticker that you've made.
Can't
And if
see
there's
what
a
I'm
few
doing.
bubbles, it's okay. Practice makes perfect with this. You can do this with so
think
many
I did
different
all
types
right.
of pictures. I think you did a great job. You're probably really good at putting screen protectors on.
Oh no.
You
I
put
see.
mine on, so
So it's because it's so close to the edge,
Oh.
but it's okay. We can add a tape seal around it. But
See, you did it better than I did, Matt.
okay.
no, and then if you have a situation like Mom does, where she does have a little like space in between, you could just add a little bit of glue and connect
A little
those.
bit of goopy glue.
Yeah, goopy glue.
Goopy glue.
And now for the final step is you are going to take your scissors and cut around your piece. So Matt actually has a great example here because he has his entire area around his Frankenstein covered with the tape. And now you're going to make a frame around. So don't cut too close to your Frankenstein or you'll have some air pockets in there.
Okay.
Oh
So-
shoot, I did that too.
Just kind of like this.
That's okay.
Right there?
Yeah. So yeah, you want to leave some space. Here, let me have you so everyone can see. You want to leave a little bit of space in between your Frankenstein and your
But just cut around it, right?
yeah, but leave a lot of space because that's what's
Yeah,
really
see, I
holding
went
it
too
together.
close to the.
Yeah. But that's still fine. It'll still do the job. All right. And so we can take
I'm impressed by yours, Matt.
I'm
You
crafting.
guys
really
are
well.
both doing a great job. So now you guys both have spooky stickers.
Next time we have to have Steve do this.
That would be pretty fun. But projects like these are really fun, and we'll be doing stuff similar to this every single week on Thursdays. But I'm not going to have you take off your sticker now. We can put it on later on. But that is going to be our project for today. Our upcoming project is going to be really great. Also seasonal.
And if you
4:30
guys
to
are
5.
interested in this really super fun class, please reach out to me, nava@teafc.org, and I can give you more details and you can register. But you do have to reach out to register. And it's every Thursday at 4:30 p.m.
Fun times, and you get to do this, but you can't see it.
How cool! It really does look like a
And
little
you don't.
window.
The wig is optional. The wigs are optional.
Costumes
But I do.
are
I just
encouraged.
I
though. That
I
would
kind
be
of
fun.
look like an octogenarian Brian May.
I like this Peo team.
Very,
Yes.
very Marie Antoinette.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's.
Let them eat cake.
Now you guys have some lovely stickers to take home, and
Thank you so
every
much.
single Thursday we finish our projects, so you will always be leaving with a beautiful project.
We have
as
to do
well.
this more often.
Yes.
It was a lot of fun. I actually did some crafting, which is actually a very rare thing.
I know. I'm always
So-
trying to get Matt to join our classes.
Well, I had fun. That was fun. And I think I did all right.
Great. So if you guys do this project, send us a photo over. Show us your stickers that you made.
So once again, if you want to join Avivah's class, you
Fun
go
times
to
with Avivah.
who do they write to?
Right there.
All the
Oh, right there.
information's
Look
up
at that.
Nava
How
at
exciting.
teafc.org.
And that's all you need to do. And we are out of time. So we're going to, as
Hula
a
are
trio,
out here.
say
I know.
goodbye.
Don't you wish we were all in Hawaii?
Oh my god.
We're going to, as a trio, say goodbye. And once again, Ed Talks Tuesday,
Send us
October
your
19th,
questions.
5 o'clock.
Mental
Send us
health.
your questions, mental health questions. Hey, keep your seatbelt
From me,
fastened.
Marie Antoinette and Woody the cowboy. Oh, and who are you?
I'm just dead lady number 4.
We'll see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.